each sad little cell at the edge of the forest, they became very sad. They did not know who was supposed to save them, and they were scared that they would be stuck through the rest of their lives.
Then one day we take on what we drive easily.
Yeah, because they started playing games with it.
Things all day and go to Flynn.
I don't think there's a game. I just think we should let you think of when we try to I can understand why they cannot us live in real places. We love the country. You just see us.
I think my Aurora will come.
Yeah, because you think that our princess is able to teach it.
Yeah, I guess that's the sort of that. Seriously, who's going to save us?
I sent a few words to another friend that we will be needing assistance.
Assistance, will you help me to rescue Leo again, the army of the Mrs. Williams?
And we need on that.
I'm trying to, but how is supposed to ask me again? I mean, they don't know that I said, and I'm not.
Hope, how long have you been here?
We've been here 3 days, 9 hours.
Well, when it's done, it's a
Excuse me, we need some food in here or else we're going to go.
Glenn, cut that out or else when I get us in trouble. Or something else to be bad for food.
or look at some phone you got with it.
Hello, I'm Cinderella. I heard you knocking. You didn't need anything? We're extremely hungry. Do you have anything? Yes, I'll be right back with some nourishment.
Did you hear that? She said she's going to bring us a Eric, settle down. You don't even know if this is a wrong person is here, right? You might bring us something inedible. You think she's going crazy now?
No, Eric. Please, I'm trying to scare you.
I'm sorry if I kept you waiting. Look, only told me there were 3 cells. You must be his new plan.
What do you mean in case?
Well, about a month or so, he comes up with a new plan. He's kept better things won or stolen. But he moves on to another plan every month.
So I'm curious if you don't get in the next 3 weeks, we'll end up here for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, that happens. What about happily ever after? Happily ever after doesn't exist.
How can you not even have that after? They all make the world for when they go to that. Everybody would have happily ever after. If I had my way, everybody would have happily ever after.
That's charming and all, but I don't think they'll ever be able to get my happily ever after. Why not? Well, my evil stepmother took me here because she didn't pay so well. And I don't think I'll ever be able to get out.
That's unfair. You would think you would be a princess one day.
Me? A princess? That's crazy. I don't think I'll ever be able to pull that off.
No, you don't have to be too hard and trustworthy.
But I can't sing. You have to sing. Have you ever heard Princess Aurora?
I promise you can remember if you bring me food once a day, I'll find you a very special friend that will take good care of you and never make you just you look up and up.
Well then, thank you. But for my sake, I hope you get out quickly.
Me too.
Cinderella and the princess talked for many hours that night. They all got to know each other better. The princess stopped bickering because of Cinderella. They got to know the names of all the mice around them. They had fun even though they're in a bad circumstance. Cinderella felt like there was also hope for her too, that if the princess got rescued, then maybe she would too. As Snow, Aurora, Ariel,
and Rapunzel walked day after day in the woods, they became very tired. They did not know if they would be able to keep going. Snow sent another bird ahead of them, asking if anyone would like get her to help a few princesses get something good to eat and a good night's rest. Meg received the note and took it to Granny. Granny lived in the middle of the woods because she did not like all the hustle and bustle of the city life. Granny was getting tired in her old age, so she asked Jane, Esmeralda, Meg, and Alice if they would help get her house ready for a few princesses.
Okay, ladies, this place is fabulous. How's the folding going, Meg?
Great, we're almost done.
What do you mean you're almost done? You've been folding for half an hour. You please be folding for 15 minutes. We must keep on schedule. Grady, what's going to happen if we don't keep on schedule? Oh, Meg, something terrible will happen.
What?
We'll have to wait. Oh, Granny, you're too funny. This is no joke, little Missy. I plan on having everything perfect for when those little princesses get here. I want to one day be able to say that I helped the princesses and they did not get hurt in the process. Granny, where would they get hurt? Oh, let's just say things don't always go according to plan. Oh, I'm just kidding. Now, seriously, finish that folding. Yes, ma'am. How did this go? Oh, dear, Esmeralda, what is that monstrosity?
I'm only kidding, Mary.
As Granny and the girls continued to clean and get food ready for the princess's arrival, Happy joins the princes again. She began to worry if they had stopped fighting or not. When she got there, they were bickering over who had the dirtiest shoes. But a few feet ahead of them, Happy saw Granny's cabin. As Happy hushed the princesses, she knocked on the door.
Get sleep tonight.
We are so grateful for our hospitality. As you can see, the princesses have been through quite a lot past these couple of days. Please forget their manners. My name's Happy, and this is Snow, Aurora, Rapunzel, and Ariel.
We are so blessed to have you. My name is really long and boring, so you can just call me Granny. This is Alice, Jane, Meg, and Esmeralda. We are so blessed to have you, and we have been preparing all day for your arrival. Time for me, girls?
It's not just pig for usual days.
Can we please have something yummy and warm for dinner?
That makes no sense.
Oh, she's just kidding with you. Granny makes chicken Alfredo with broccoli and garlic bread.
That sounds delicious. Thank you for your hospitality. We're terribly sorry for the inconvenience and very thankful for dinner. We haven't had an actual dinner in 4 days, maybe 5. I don't even know what day it is.
Friday, we've been walking for 6 days. Why do Dwarf and Dragon have to live on the other end of the forest?
But everyone knows where they live.
Well, they also think that no one knows who's the
We know who stole the princess. We've known since the first day. Happy told us.
Happy, how did you know?
I saw them taking the prince's carriage.
Why didn't we think to take a carriage?
Because Snow was the leader, remember?
How about we have some dinner?
That sounds like the happiest thing to do.
Thank you, Granny. Everyone sat down to eat the fancy meal that Granny had prepared for them. They started talking about things that wouldn't make them bicker. They talked about the weather and how nice the trees look this time of year. They talked about the latest game of cricket and how to make certain foods. Then they got bored and tired and started complaining.
What happened after you left the dance?
I thought I was attacked by a giant twig. I thought it was a snake at first, but then I realized it was a trick. I screamed and then everyone laughed at me.
Why did you think it was a snake?
It was brown, long, mute. I thought I was being attacked. And they laughed. Isn't that mean?
No one was mean to her. She screamed like she was about to be swallowed up by a giant snake. We made sure she was okay first before we started laughing.
Well, I like to check first.
It was mean.
It was mean, but maybe you shouldn't hold a grudge against them. Maybe you should actually forgive them, and maybe they'll realize how they hurt you.
I will. Later.
Okay now, girls, I've been sitting here with Happy and listening to all the jabbering you've been talking about, and we've both come to the conclusion that you're all crazier than me.
How are we?
You're all talking about laughing at people thinking they might die, and how you can't stand someone. You're all crazier than me.
Granny, I think it might be time for you to lay down for now.
I know when it's time for me to lay down for my nap. When that clock chimes 3, it's time.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, your highnesses. You would start being nice to each other at once. You'll most certainly end up getting on each other's nerves. I used to have a friend that I used to talk to daily, and then we started bickering about little things. And now we never speak to each other. When we see each other, we cross on the opposite side of the street. Is that how you want to live the rest of your lives?
No, ma'am.
Well, then you better start being nice to each other. Stop all this bickering.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I like when everybody's happy. And we like when you're happy. Now that the princesses had been told by Granny, they knew the way they started their adventure had to change. They started off on a bare foot when they left Granny's. Just as the clock chimed 3, all the dishes were clean and everything was put back in order. And then Granny went to her room and took a nice long nap.